Okay, we're live. What's going on, Appliance Boot Camp family and friends? Mike Sneed coming to you tonight. I know I say it every time. This is going to be quick. This one is going to be quick. As you can see, I'm on the road. I've been lucky enough to actually get to come up to the great state of New York City, New Jersey. Matter of fact, I'm out here in Newark, and I've been out here doing some business and I got an early flight first thing in the morning, so I'm gonna get off of this one real quick. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. I didn't get a chance to catch Reggie and Mona. This is the last of the power block. You have Reggie Williams, Brooklyn Compass that comes on at 7 o'clock. You have Mona and Tim. Mona in the middle comes in at 7:30, and then you have me, myself, Mike Sneed, running the rear at 8 o'clock. Like I said, I'm out here this week doing some business with one of my other, I guess you say, streams of income. I'm up here doing some stuff with them. And so it's been a great week. I've been up here ever since Tuesday. So I get to leave tomorrow morning. Got to travel across the state of New Jersey watching appliances get installed. Had a great time today. We went up through Queens and went to a great restaurant. Shout out to Parkside giving us the homemade wine. Now I'm getting ready to wrap this up real quick so I can actually get ready to get into the bed so I can catch my flight. Like if you haven't already known, we got our next hands-on live event coming up on January the 20th. Remember, that's a 3-day event. It starts on Friday. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then on Monday, we'll have our second one, ice cream parlor boot camp. So that'll be on the 23rd. If you hadn't already, go sign up. I would love to see you there. We will have actual um, we will have actual they're going funding. Funding will be available tomorrow and not tomorrow, but next week. I've talked to them. I need to just fill out the paperwork and stuff, and I get back into the shop and stuff tomorrow. And next week we should have the funding for people who would like to actually finance the actual hands-on live event. Also, next week on the 9th, next Friday, we'll have our book coming out, The Blueprint. So be on the lookout for that. And we got a lot of other announcements going to be coming out within the next couple of weeks. But once again, thank you all for watching. And tonight we're going to be talking about the what the I don't my mind's everywhere right now. We're going to be talking about the actual I'm broke and should I look for a job or start a business. And this kind of came off the conversation I was having maybe about 15 minutes. We went, like I said, we went to Queens, New York, and none of us had never driven up to Queens and stuff. First time I've been in Queens. The people that's in the truck with me, one guy was from St. Louis, one guy's from Atlanta, and another guy's from Texas. So we had to drive up to Queens and then come back, and we got caught in all this traffic. While I was at lunch, people kind of found out what I've done for a living. I teach entrepreneurship, and they had heard me on the phone talking to several people who actually have calling me from appliance boot camp and stuff, helping them out and stuff, how to fix stuff. So they thought maybe I was just doing that strictly for my employees and stuff. Not to them, no, I actually teach, and these are new students that are out in the field, and I was actually helping them. Some new, some alumni. I get calls throughout the day, and I'm actually helping them actually repair some stuff. One of the questions, one of the callers I got was from somebody who they had started taking the appliance boot camp. Unfortunately, they ran into some financial problems. They weren't able to complete it. They weren't able to keep the monthly payments, and so they had reached out to me and they were telling me that they wanted to get back into it. And what they were saying was, "Hey, I want to get into it, but right now I'm having a little bit of financial problems, so I'm going to go get me a job, and then from there, so I can get some steady money coming in, and then from there I get back into it, the appliance boot camp. And what I was telling them, if you're going to get a job, are they going to pay you $85 an hour? And they were like, no. Then why are you going to go get a job if you need money? Why are you going to go get a job that's not going to pay you $85 an hour when you can start your own appliance repair business that will pay you $85 an hour? So why would you make that choice to go get a job that's going to pay you about maybe 20 $30 an hour when you in desperate need of cash? You can actually start your own appliance repair business and make 85. And from there, one of the guys, and like I say, if they listening, because they know about the YouTube channel and stuff now, if they listening, shout out. I had a great time meeting all of you all. I really enjoyed it. But this is our conversation. So after I was talking to the guy and we hung up, one of the guys, and this guy actually, he's done business. He does business. He has a matter of fact, he actually has a actual appliance repair store. He flip appliances, and he repairs where he flips and stuff. So he has a resale store. And so, like always, they're kind of curious about. Uh, they were kind of curious about. He was kind of curious. Can I teach somebody how to actually repair all the appliances and start a business within a weekend? And I was like, yeah, it's no problem. So from there, like always, I get the questions, and so he told me, tell me what would I do. I don't know anything about business, don't know anything about appliance repair. How can I start an appliance repair business? Tell me how to do it right now. And I thought it was kind of funny that he said, tell me how to do it step by step right now. I said, okay, no problem. And what I'm telling you now is what I told him. Very simple. I said, first thing I got to do, I got to teach you how to actually repair the appliances and how to take them apart, put them back together, how to read schematics, and how to read the service manual. Okay, but so he said, okay. So then the question was more of the technical part. Um, if it's not heating, what they're gonna do then? I said it's not heating, they put a couple of components that actually keeps a dryer from not heating. I was like, there's gonna be your heater element. If it's got a control board, it's gonna be if it's electronic, you're gonna have a control board. If it's not electronic, you're gonna have a timer, and you're gonna have your thermal fuse and thermostats. That's pretty much it. Once you verify you got 240 volts coming in, if it's electric. So and so he was like, well, what happened if the belt is broke? Well, if the belt is broke, you got something totally different than heat, not heating. You're gonna have then the burner won't turn. So then you're looking at something totally different. You can be looking at a broken belt, maybe a thermal fuse because it won't start up. It could be or it could be a door switch. Push the start button. Those are the things you go look for. But so we went back and forth. He gave me different scenarios while I was telling him just about in every circuit, it's about three components that controls that circuit. So you really just narrowing stuff down to about three components. And I said, once I tell you how to actually use the voltmeter, how to read schematics, you can fix anything. So once I convinced him of that after several technical questions, he wanted to know, how do I start a business? So I said, the business part, what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you how to register your LLC. Who do I register it with? Well, I register with the Secretary of State, depending on what state you live in. You're going to go to the Secretary of State, see, find a name, see is that name available. If it's available, you register your LLC. I teach you how to fill that form out. You send that form in North Carolina, costs you $125. From there, once you get your registration back from the state, then you're going to go to the IRS.gov, get your EIN number. Once you get an EIN number, then you're going to go and apply to all the third-party warranty companies. From those third-party warranty companies, somebody's going to send you over a contract with your actual insurance requirements. Take those insurance requirements to your insurance agent, get them and send them back in. And then from there, you're in business. You got a contract and you got work getting ready to come in. You're gonna tell them saying you 1 or 2 calls per day. 1 or 2 calls per day is all you can handle first starting off. You're gonna earn as you learn. They're gonna do? You're gonna start off doing 1 call, and that 1 call you're gonna charge them an hour and a half. They'll pay you $85 an hour. You're gonna charge them an hour and a half to go diagnose. Then you're gonna charge them an hour and a half to go install. So from there, the first week you probably it take you about 3 hours to go diagnose 1 call starting off. But that's the way it is when you start anything new. And from there, the first week you can be diagnosing. You're gonna get 125 for going out there diagnosing and stuff. The next week, you not only gonna be diagnosing, but you can be putting a part on and diagnosing. Now you're getting about $250. You can do it before work or after work, depending on your hours. And you're gonna do that until I'm gonna teach you my 5 banking accounts, and I explain the 5 banking accounts to them. I said from the 5 banking accounts, once you get at least 3 months of living expenses into your 25% owner's pay, you start paying yourself, and then you can quit your job if you like. It's just that simple. And believe it or not, afterwards he agreed. Okay, yeah. And this somebody has been in business over 25 years. He agreed. He had some reluctance, and he still kind of hard to believe that I can teach you that because some of his technicians are older and they don't do the electronic stuff. He said they don't do the Samsungs, the LGs, and none of that. Because of that older crowd don't like to deal with the dealing with the putting stuff in diagnostic mode and stuff like that. So from there, he agreed, and just that simple. Because like I told him, I said I'm telling this guy to go get a job. So if I tell you go get a job, now you're gonna for there ain't but 5 questions, about 5 questions you have to answer to register your LLC. If you're gonna go apply for a job, some people tell me some of these online applications for these jobs might take 2 hours just just to fill out an online job application. Don't even hear anything. It's not like the old days, like when I used to go look for a job. You just pull up to the company front door and you knock on the door. They tell you come in. You go to HR and they have 2 sheets of paper. You fill out those 2 sheets of paper or hand them your resume, and then from there they'll call you back and tell you yes or no. Now they're gonna tell you to go online, fill out this application, take this test, an aptitude test. You might take you three hours to fill out one job application, and then don't hear anything back. So from there, uh, you now you at the mercy of waiting on somebody to go get a job. Then after you go get it, they're gonna want to know, do you have any felonies? When you're going out and filling out your LLC, they don't ask you for your felonies. They're gonna ask you, have you filed bankruptcy? They don't ask you none of that stuff when you go get your LLC. Some of you all who live in some of these more liberal states might like to the lead smoking weed and stuff is legal. I don't smoke weed, but I don't condemn nobody else who want to. But you ain't gotta go to go get an LLC. You ain't gotta go do no drug test or nothing like that. So that's why I love it, and it's a whole lot easier. You can get a contract 20 times quicker than you can get a job. So you can get a contract and they're gonna pay you more, and you're in total control of it. And not only that, if you go get a job, they're gonna pay you just a slight piece of what you're really worth because they're gonna get in between you and the customer. And then on top of that, if you go get a job, Uncle Sam gonna jump in there with you too. He gotta get his 30%. So you're gonna have the actual business owner who actually owns the appliance repair business because he's gonna go get a job doing appliance repair. He said he wanted to get one for a company that works that does commercial laundry. So he's gonna go get that job. That the actual business owner is gonna take about 70%. Gonna take about 65, 70. Now the business owner gonna take about 65, 70% of what you getting. Then Uncle Sam gonna get, let's say 60%. We'll be realistic. Uncle Sam, the business owner takes 60. Uncle Sam take 30. You get 10%. That's the way it goes. Versus if you go and get the actual contract and start your business, you get 100%. And then you get to spend everything, and then you pay taxes on what's left to give to Uncle Sam. And what happened if you're smart and do like we tell you, and use that book I tell you to get that has all the tax deductions for small businesses and self-employed people. You can write off just about everything. All your cell phone and your meals, your clothes, your cars, your vacations, all of that stuff now is personal, and they are bills. But once you register your LLC, they're no longer personal bills. They're now called business expenses. So you can write all that stuff now off. All that stuff comes off of your taxable income, lowering your tax rate. So everything that you do, you can just about write it off of a small business, and you're gonna write off just so much stuff at the end of the year. You're not gonna have much to pay taxes on if you pay taxes on anything. So much stuff you can do, and so many options as far as retirement and investments that's available for small business owners to put away money and not have to pay taxes. And once you get with your CPA, excuse me, and get with your CPA, and you can get with your you can get with an actual investor. They show you they can open up so many different um, not say I won't say avenues. I think you got so many different things. Like if you're a W-2 worker, you pretty much only got your 401k. You can do a IRA, something like Roth or a traditional IRA, stuff like that. But once you become self-employed business owner, you got so many different avenues and options, and the limits open up real wide too, so you can dump a lot of money into retirement and stuff that actually keep you from that reduces your tax rate. That you end up paying little or no taxes. So why not do that? And I was talking to one of the other guys. Well, no, I've been here. This like 3 or 4 days I've been here, so I've been riding, talking to guys, and everybody that's pretty much here have been an entrepreneur or entrepreneur, or they're senior level employees and stuff. So I'm talking to one guy, and he's really deep into the housing, and and we're talking, and if you and I'm gonna tell you this: if you haven't made no plans to buy some property and buy a house and stuff like that, you need to make that your number one priority coming up in 2023. Because what's happening, these people are not playing. They're trying to make the United States look almost like England and Europe, where nobody owns anything, you rent everything. That's why I've been wondering why I'm seeing all these rent prices just skyrocketing, going up so high, and I thought maybe it was people buying these houses and doing Airbnb on them and stuff. But what it is, it's these huge corporations, these huge these huge what you call I can't think of the name, where you take where they all these investors come together and pour their money together. It's not like the rich. This thing right here is like a rich times 12. The hedge fund. There you go. Somebody put a hedge fund. It's these huge hedge fund people who are coming in, and they buying up all the houses. They don't care what the houses look like. They don't. They buy whole. You build up. That's why you see all these subdivisions get built. Then all of them get bought out and they become rental property. Well, what happened? They're buying all of them out, and what they're doing, that's why all of them are throwing the rents at about the same amount. What they're doing, they're pushing the rent up to see how much you all holler. So everybody raised their rent to $2,600, and then if everybody keep hollering and they keep getting everybody start to holler, and they start getting a lot of people delinquent on their rents and stuff, and they have to start doing eviction. They know they need to come down a little bit. You can't take that. They'll come down a little bit, and they say, okay, drop it down to 23. And 23, if they still not getting, they still getting too many percentage of people then being delinquent and stuff. Now they're gonna drop it down to maybe 21. And right now they figure 21 is about the right number. At 21, that's about most people can afford to pay for rent and not be delinquent. They can't do nothing else but pay rent. So they figure at 21 is where they're stopping it. That's why you notice just about all the rent places and stuff you want to go to, they're gonna be somewhere between $1,800 and $2,100. They figured out that's about the tipping point for the U.S. And what they're doing, they're pushing you all there, and they're saying, okay, if you stay here and you rent for me for 4 years, when it's time to re up, if you don't sign on with me, and you try to come back, the rent is going to go up to $2,600. But if you stay with me, it'll stay at $2,100, and we ain't got to do no requalifications and stuff like that. If you try to go somewhere else, the rent going to be $2,400, $2,600. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna make you have at least 4 times what the rent is. And that, you ain't gonna have the money to do it. You're not gonna meet the qualification. You just gonna stay where you at. That's how they're locking you into long-term leases and stuff. And now they're selling those things. They don't care. They don't care what the houses and stuff are worth. That's why everybody looking in the hood. And so why they asking that much money for a house in the hood? They don't care. They know you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. So they know you can't leave it. So regardless of how the house look, they're not selling these hedge funds based upon the actual asset, meaning they don't care what the house is like. They can't. What they're saying is we got this person locked in for rent, and you're gonna be like here up in New York, where when your son or daughter turn 18, they'll go ahead and tell you, hey, go ahead and put your son on this rent note. So when you pass away, they can automatically get what you paying. And so they're gonna have 2 or 3 generations of people just renting and not owning anything. They buying up everything. And so if you're not trying to go get you a piece of property and stuff, you're gonna be locked out. You're gonna be locked out. They're not playing around no more with somebody who's if you're somebody who think you're just gonna skate through life and just relax and don't have to be aggressive and get out here and make a way for yourself, they're gonna come knock the foundation out from up under you, and they're planning this stuff. Like I say, they got enough cash and forecast where they forecasting where they looking. Hey, we're gonna try this thing for 10 or 15 years to go, and if you're somebody who's just trying to make it from week to week, you're in trouble because they already got you in a 10 to 15 year timetable and the money to make sure it's supported to make sure that you can't get out of it. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta have a way that you can create some money to get up out of this, get yourself up out of this rat race they're trying to throw you all in. And like I say, appliance repair can do it. Appliance repair can do it. It's the best thing that I know. Best thing I knew for my family. It's funny, like I say, talking to the guys and stuff and riding with them. It wasn't much difference in their lives and mine. Through appliance repair. It wasn't much different between their lives and mine. Matter of fact, it's pretty much pretty much the same. All of us are in the skilled trade, so pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. And a lot of people not telling you that. Like I say, the guy that I was talking to about teaching somebody with the business part and stuff. At first he was like, like everybody, you just don't want to get into no business. Everybody take, it's hard work. I just didn't get here overnight. I had to do it for 25 years. Come on, I've done it. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. It's what my life that I've had over the last uh, 20 years has been very, very good. And I know what he's been doing for the last 25 years. He ain't been doing no hard work. It ain't been no hard work. Yes, you have to be strategic in what you're doing, and you have to. It ain't been no hard physical work. It's just been some delayed gratification. And I ain't saying where I'm saying like trying to make it like I'm some guy who was just totally broke and have had holes in my shoes and all that stuff. And all that stuff. Nah, I want that. I was from a middle class, somewhat of a middle class family. But it's what we call it. It won't nothing like that. No poor stuff and nothing like that. I had a great life. My family has had a great life. My kids have a great life. to the point where people, I hear people talking about layoffs and stuff. One guy told me they had to lay off 100 people at a company he's in and stuff. Uh, I haven't. I was telling them it's been so long since I had to worry about that. I never even think about layoffs and stuff like that. I kind of look forward to the slowdown. To be honest with you, I never, it never crosses my mind anymore about getting laid off or if I'm going to be able to pay my bills in the future and stuff. Never, never, never at all. I'm going to read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat. Like I say, I got to get out of here early because I got an actual plane I got to catch first thing in the morning. Um, BK from the Rockies said, "What's up, ABC family and friends? Hey, what's going on?" Donnie Madden said, "What's up, fam? Hey, how you doing?" Marvell Gibson, where you at? Where's the boot camp at? It's in Selma, North Carolina. The boot camp is in Selma, North Carolina. Um, if you buy the course, it's right near the Raleigh Durham area. You'll fly into RDU if you're flying in from out of state. But yeah, all the information, the hotels, and all that's in the course. Daily revenue. Hey, Mike, what's all included in the book? The book is just a written version of the appliance boot camp. You'll get everything. You'll get how to register your LLC. You'll get your actual let's see, how to register your LLC. You'll get an overview of how the appliances work. You'll get the 5 banking accounts. You'll get how you need to charge, the price you need to charge. You also would get how to actually hire subs and automate your business. You have that in there. You need to, let me see, let me pull up the actual, give me a second, I'll pull up the actual chapters in here. Um, yeah, you'll get how each appliance work. You'll get how to price the job, how to break out your money, how to fund your retirement, and taking advantage of technology. How you actually automate it and create subs and stuff. All that stuff is going to be in the book. My whole play that you see me how I run my business. All that stuff is in there. Everything that I've taught everybody that you see on YouTube and on the internet that does appliance repair. All that stuff is in there. I've done it for over 20 some years. DCNF, what's good, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Hey, networking. ZB167. Good evening, ABC family and brother Mike. Hey, how you doing? They networking. Michael Campbell. What's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? What's going on, Greg B? Greg B said, "What's up, ABC and Mike? Hey, how you doing?" 66 Reflection. Hello, Mike and ABC. Hey, how you doing? Next Gen TV Investor. Hey, how you doing? It's great to see your expansion, Mike. Peace and everyone. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I love to see. I love what you all are doing too. I still get your emails. I'm gonna join in on one of your 10K projects. I get your emails all the time, and I still catch your shows. I catch them and look at them. You're doing great stuff. Decent enough. Discipline is paramount. Yeah, it is. It is. In order to run your business and stuff, you got to get discipline, and you got to have long-term vision. You got to look past just trying to make it for today, and you got to have some direction and looking out 5, 10 years. Um, LV Handy Repair LLC, real talk. Yeah, no doubt. Thanks. Terry the electrician, what's good, family? Hey, how you doing? ZB167. Brother Mike, about how long does it take for the warranty companies to call you work jobs after you sign up with them? Some of them send you work before you even sign up with them. But once you sign up, it's almost pretty instant. They send you work. It's to get signed up and everything. You're gonna be looking at maybe a 2 to 3 week process to get your first get landed on your first warranty call. Now, if you're going to sign up now between now and Christmas, You know right now, and no matter where you work at or anything, everybody's in Santa Claus mode. So don't think, oh, I'm gonna sign up tomorrow. Everybody now is waiting for Santa Claus. They're not doing the work till the beginning of the year. So right now, if you're gonna go sign up for something, you're gonna probably be waiting till the beginning of the year. Ain't nobody making no moves. Everybody now just waiting for the beginning of the year to get anything going. They're just trying to close out the year. Uh, Allergen Young, what's happening, Mike and ABC? Hey, how you doing? Yep, Roger Gomez is a hedge fund. That's what they're doing. Terry the electrician. BlackRock is an 800-pound gorilla in the housing market now. Yeah, no doubt. Yep, got them here, young guys. Okay, they doing the same thing out where he's at too. Patrick Young, what's good, Mike? What's good, ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Terry the electrician, and build to rent is to play in new construction homes. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're building to rent. They in new construction. They're not building to sell you no houses. They're not the old days they built houses to sell. They're not. They're building them to rent. So the new construction that you see now is built to rent, and they're gonna lock you in unless you go ahead and buy you some property or you get you a house and get it locked in. You're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. I'm telling you, do not go out here. I try to tell this to so many people. Do not go out here and get caught up trying to get you some huge, expensive luxury car before you get you a house. You're going to mess up your debt to credit ratio. You ain't going to have no cash flow to do anything. And you're going to look up and you're going to be locked into being a renter all your life. So don't do it. Don't do it. You need to make that sacrifice, get you someplace, get you some property. And that property value is just going to keep appreciating, and then you go get you a car or something to play with. But up until then, don't do it. Jimmy business motivation. Hey sir, what do you do when warranty? I don't know what you're saying. You wrote it again. Okay. Hey sir, what do you do when the warranty companies won't pay after the services are performed? This is it's only one or two warranty companies out there that try to get you, and we got a list of them already there. So they're the ones you stay away from. And if you go with them, you're on your own. But most of the time, most probably 99% of the time, you ain't gonna have that problem. You got real businesses that doing business with you. It's not your Uncle Joe or the guy down the street who not going to pay you. Most of them going to pay you. It's only one or two of them that you need to stay away from. That's kind of difficult getting your money from. But yeah, you want if you stay away from the ones that we tell you stay away from, you won't have no problem getting paid. And if somebody don't want to pay you, ain't nothing much you can do. Take them to court, or catch them with a baseball bat or something. There ain't much you can do. Don't nobody want to pay you. Daryl the finisher. What's up, Mike and ABC? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, hit the like button before you leave. No problem. Beginner to expert pay HVAC. What's the link to pay on the payment plan? I haven't put it up yet. It'll be coming up next week. Like I say, I'm still away. As you see, I'm stuck in a hotel room. So I got to get out this hotel room and get back to my office to finish it. But I'm gonna do a video and I'll post a link so you can do the payment plan. All right. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Rodney Brooks? I see Rodney in. Yeah, Frank Evans. So y'all hit that button. All right. Daily revenue. Do you use a system to schedule your text? Also, do you train your own text? Yeah, I use a system to actually schedule. All my stuff is automated. We have online scheduling, so my customers go online, pick their own time and date, and then from there, each technician will have an actual route sheet that's on their CRM software that's on their cell phone. Everything's automated, so I don't have to see my technicians. I've had technicians that have worked for me maybe 3, 4 years, and I never saw them. I didn't have to. I had no need to see them. As long as you got internet access, you can run your appliance repair business anywhere. And the good thing about it, the system I'll show you, you can do it for anything. Not only just appliance repair, you can use it for HVAC, you can use it for plumbing, any type of service work. You can use it for handyman services, anything. The system I give you, it works for any type of service work. So you don't have to be there to do it. Matter of fact, it's pretty much how I kind of run my ice cream parlor. I don't have to be in my ice cream parlor. My ice cream parlor was open today. I'm way up in New York. It opened today and closed, no problem. At the end of the day, I got an email from Square showing how much money they made. So I didn't have to be there to actually run my ice cream parlor. It opens, and the technology and stuff that I'm gonna show you. This 20 years that I put this stuff together, you'll be able to use it for just about any business. All right, ZB167, got it. Thank you. No problem. Hey, what's up, Mr. Mechanical? No problem. Okay. Yep, he talking about the C company. Okay. Jimmy, business motivation. Okay, thank you. No problem. Yeah, please turn up on that like button. No problem. Are you going to revise the garage door? Yeah. Matter of fact, we're going to revise all of the courses coming up in 2023. The appliance repair, the garage door, the ice cream. We're going to be adding the kettle corn. I'll be doing the walk-up container. Oh, by the way, next week I'll be up at my working on the walk-in container. I got the plans. I got all the plans back, the mechanical, the electrical, the HVAC, everything that you need to actually build out one of those 8 by 20 shipping containers. I got it. So all of that stuff will be in the actual ice cream parlor course. All right. Daily revenue said, "What's up? Thanks. No problem. Stick to the plan." What's up, Mike? How do you feel about the metro city with appliance repair companies? It's saturated. I don't know if it's saturated. Like I said, I was up here this week actually, kind of doing like some surveying and just watching some appliance repair companies, how they actually service and do their repairs and stuff. And I think you got two things here because it's in the metro area. This is in New York and New Jersey. There's so many people here. You don't have to go, but a couple. You don't have to go distances to do your service calls because it's such a volume. So we here in I done New Jersey yesterday. And New Jersey, they had 7 calls. They had 7 stops, and we didn't get going until we got out. We got going about maybe about 9:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and by 12:30 we were done because all the stops, and these were not just repaired. These were installs, dishwasher installs, microwave installs. Uh, they repairs. They're doing it all. They work in. They have to work in teams because some of the places there's nowhere to park. Nowhere to park. So what happens sometimes? You get out and you have to actually one person got to stay in the van and circle around because there's nowhere to park. So they have to work in teams, but they can knock them out. They like I say, they can knock out 7 calls in about 3 hours because you're not even going 2 minutes. You get out, you leave one stop, you go the next street over, and you got another stop. There's just so many people here, so congregated that you don't have to be driving the long places back and forth. Um, so you don't have to. So you get so much more stuff in. So you can make a lot more money. Let me take that back. I don't know if you're making as much a lot more money, but you can make money here just like anywhere else. By the time you do that, it averages out, and you charge more too because where you at. So it's a premium on the actual cost because you're in a place that's a high rent district. You know, it costs money to be here. You got no. I don't have to go across no big. No, I don't have to pay no tolls or nothing like that to go do no work. Uh, and you no. So with there, you got to go across the tolls and all that stuff, and so we don't have that where I'm at. Granted, no, that was the thing too. While I was looking where we had to go today, we had to go from Newark to actual Queens. We looked at the map. We looked at the GPS. It says 15 miles. Oh man, 15 miles. You can do that. You can do that in North Carolina in the South where all of us are from. 15 miles take you 10, 15 minutes to go 15 miles. Uh, 15 miles in New York City took us almost 2.5, almost 3 hours to get from Queens back into Newark. Took us almost 2.5, 3 hours. So that's the thing. You look at because that was the thing was asking them how far do you all service, and they was like, what you mean? We do this neighborhood. Yeah, but what's the radius? So now we understand when they say, "Oh, we just going to be in this neighborhood." So they're just going to go into one neighborhood, and it's just so many houses there. You don't have to leave out that neighborhood. Versus us, we might say in the South, in places like Metro, we might say we might do a 30-mile radius. There ain't no way you can do that in no city like this. Let's see, Tyran TV. What Mike and ABC fam? I'm out here late tonight getting in this week. Them dishwasher been coming all week this week. Yeah, they are. The one that we went to yesterday, he had four dishwashers. So it must be something. He had four dishwashers. They did the one we went to. Beginner HVAC. Alexandria, Louisiana is in here. Man, you are a motivational king. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Frank Evans. Mike, what if I wanted to learn some of your Mike? What if I wanted to learn some of your software? You can learn it. It's not my special software, nothing like that. It's stuff. It's tools that's already out there available. You just got to know how to implement them into your workforce and make them all work together. But it's nothing special I've done. They've been out there for years and years and years. But I just show you how to implement them, how to make it work for you, so it ease up your job and stuff. But it's nothing special I've done. I just show you how to actually implement them and make them work for you. As far as doing your own SEO, I don't do my own SEO because Google algorithms and all that stuff changes. Apple changes the certificates and all that stuff. I don't do my own SEO. I pay somebody to do my own SEO. I use a company called Parker Tech. If you're going to find somebody to do your SEO or host your website, I want you to find somebody local near you that you can actually go and knock on their door if something is not working correctly, and get them to actually host your website. You're going to own the domain and stuff. Don't let them own the domain. You own the domain, and just have them just do the SEO on it, and don't do nothing major. Don't do no pay for click or nothing like that. Just do the basic stuff. They let you show up organically. If you're a 1 or 2 man show, you don't need but maybe 1 or 2 uh, uh, hits per day coming out for there. It don't take long to fill up your schedule. So I pay them $49 a month, and they do all my SEO. Patrick Young, Mike, someone can buy some land and 3 or 4 of those shipping containers and build a nice house for themselves. Yeah, they can. They can. They can. It works good. All right, Terry the electrician. Terry said, I got a coaching client that does hardwood floors. When I told him how big the demand is in appliance repair, he said he might need to learn to fix his to fix appliances. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. What's going on, Jerry? I got Jerry Brooks in here. Jerry said grounding is different when you're broken, huh? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is. No doubt. Oh, wow. Hey, hey. Hey, Sergio is my next door neighbor. If you all don't know, Sergio, he owns the actual clothing store right beside us, Solar Creations. He actually bought, and he bought the building that I had, the other building. He bought it, and he's actually restoring it. I can't go back in there because last time I got ready to go in there, I almost cried because I saw what he done, and I wish I had kept it so bad. But yeah, Sergio, there you go, Sergio, start a new business, no doubt, no doubt. Roger Gomez. Don't go in the subways, Mike. We need you. Nah, I told somebody earlier. I told somebody earlier. I had enough. I've had enough of New York City for a while. After our trip back from it was a wreck on one of the tunnels or bridges or something. So we had to go. They routed us back through Manhattan and all that. Hey, I've seen enough of New York City for the next 5 or 10 years. So I'm ready to get back. Tyran TV, be safe out there, Mike, and safe travels back. I appreciate that. Johnny A, $49 a month. I definitely got the wrong guy. Yeah, most guys gonna want to be trying to get you to do like SEO and all this other stuff. I'm gonna get you on the first page of Google. Nah, man, just make sure that I got the keywords and you keep everything up to date with my certificates and stuff, and you'll get the hits. You'll get the hits because way it is with appliance repair, it's just so many people out there looking for appliance repair, and what they do, they're gonna start calling. They're gonna say, how soon can you get there? I can't get there the next week. If they call us, we 2 weeks out. If they call Sears, they're a month out. So, but the guys who's paying the big money, they're booked 2 or 3 weeks out. They got so much work. They're gonna keep calling down that list and calling down until they hit you. And if you just there, yeah, I can be there tomorrow. I'll be there this afternoon. You're gonna pick those calls up, and then eventually you're gonna get to the point where you a week or two out. So yeah, so don't go out there trying to be the very first page on Google and stuff. You're not gonna unless you got a huge staff working for you and you got the capacity to pull all those calls in and do well, and you got a lot of text and stuff you got to feed. I wouldn't do that as a 1 or 2 man show. Just wait and you just catch the people who coming down looking for work, looking for somebody to do some work. Frank Evans, yeah, it's just me part time. I'm about to get my HVAC license in about 6 months, and I want to implement it. Yeah, you can do that. You can definitely do that. Stick to the plan. Uh, what's Mike? Uh, is it more warranty work in New York City? When you're going back to New York City, in New York City, you whatchamacall, you're not gonna be able. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's as much warranty work because not many homeowners. When you're in the actual city of New York, everybody then gonna live in these high rises, and they're gonna have superintendents that you have to deal with. So you're not gonna be as many, I think, home warranty, and plus you're dealing with a union state. So when you start getting into stuff with unions and stuff, it's not as many opportunities for home warranties to come in here, but it is some. But it is a lot of work to be done. It is a lot of work to be done here in New York and New Jersey. Yeah, it's not probably not as many home warranty, but we do have people who do home warranties, especially out in the Queens area and stuff. So you have to what you need to do apply to come on to our Facebook group, Appliance Boot Camp, and just ask, say, hey, I'm in New York or whatever borough you are in New York. Just reach out and say, hey, anybody in there? What do you see? And they'll tell you. Plumber payday. Um, okay, here go a good one. I'm broke due to cash flow. My personal credit took a hit building the business. Any tips to help getting business credit? I have deposits to show for. Okay. All right. I'm thinking I'm gonna take that you are a plumber. If you are a plumber, you shouldn't have a problem with cash flow. Because if you got a service business, you're going to get a lot of cash. Now, if you're out here, are you doing new constructions or are you doing new construction or are you doing like service? Because what might be happening if you're out here doing new construction, you might not have enough money to actually get to your draw. So what's happened, if we don't worry about that with appliance repair, but if you're an electrician, a plumber, HVAC, if you've been doing a lot of new constructions and stuff like that, you have to actually go out and buy all the material, pay all your help. And then once you get get the property, normally we say once you get to pass a rough end inspection, then you get a draw on your money. And by the time you get that draw, you know spent all your money getting that money up to getting the building up to that point. And so then you're gonna take the rest of your money to go trim out. And by the time you trim out, you broke you broke again, waiting on a draw. And by that time, the contractor then went to another house or another project and expecting you to do the same thing. So what I would do, I would actually go to the general contractor and tell them, hey, I'm not going to be able to wait on no draws. I'm going to have to get mines in quarters. We start breaking. If you're doing new construction, we're going to start breaking it out into quarters. Meaning, if you're going to give me the job, the first day I show up, I need 25% of the money. So that way I ain't going out buying all the product and all that stuff and inventory for you, and I ain't gotta be paying my labor. When it passes rough end inspection, I need another 25%. When I come to trim out, the first day I show up to trim out, I need 25%. And then I get my last 25% when we actually get our you get your CO clear occupancy. Once you get that, I get my last 25%. That way, I'm not struggling trying to finance your stuff. Um, Also, if you're not doing new construction, and you need to look at too your actual pricing, you might be underpricing too. That might be an indication you're underpricing. But that's how I had to do that to get away from struggling there with cash flow. But if you're doing service calls. Now we need to look and see how many service calls you're doing, and looking at making sure that you pricing properly, and making sure that you're getting your invoices in at a reasonable amount of time to go. And you gotta be, and no matter which one you're doing, if you're doing new construction or service call, you better be doing 5 banking accounts, taking your money and busting it out. That's the thing I had. I was talking to the guy earlier. He was wondering why I got to have five, why I just can't do it with one and just use QuickBooks. No, 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 no. You can't keep all your money in the same bank account, because you're going to look at it and you're going to be taking money for your taxes, spending it to buy parts. You're going to take your money for your pay yourself to go buy parts. So you got to break it out and do that 5 banking account method that I tell you. So you can break your money out. And then from there, we can actually see that gives you a more detailed look and see what your problem is with your actual business. But just right here, just talking, those are simple stuff that I can tell you. But I have to look more in depth into your business to see exactly what the problem is. See exactly what the problem is that you got going on. And I don't. And if you got a service business and stuff like that, you don't need no business credit. You don't need no business credit. I've been doing it for 20 some years, and I don't have any business credit. And I pay cash for houses, pay cash for land, pay cash for buildings, pay cash for cars. It generates enough cash that you don't have to need no credit. So, and if I ain't got the money to do it, I don't do it. If a job, and sometimes you just don't have the money to do a big job. You don't have the capacity to do a big job. It take you, it drive you broke. So you might be pulling off a job a little too big for you right now. Okay. Yeah. What Terry said, I would be careful getting credit if you have low cash flow, no doubt. Yep. There you go. Double down on some residential service to get your cash up. All right. Mike, when do the book come out? It come out next Friday, the 9th. It come out December the 9th. All right. Residential plumber payday. Residential service, adding appliance repair, materials and acquiring equipment. Increase 15% on pricing. And also collecting 50% on most jobs. Okay. So if the material, that's another thing too. What he just said. Let's address that. Materials and acquiring equipment increase 15% on pricing, and also collecting 50% on most jobs. You got to collect 50% up front on all jobs, not most of them. But let's go back to that increased 15%. I hear a lot of people saying that in just about every business. Prices don't went up. They went up. So what if it goes up? You pass that along to the customers. You don't eat it. If the prices of the parts and the equipment goes up, the price of your services have to go up to reflect that. It's not up to you to make them be able to afford your services. Your job is to provide a great service. And sometimes, unfortunately, that's just the price of it. They just can't afford it. It's not your job to be the government to go in and do goodwill and make it so people and subsidize somebody plumbing repairs. Your job is to make sure that you're charging a fair price and that you're doing good by yourself and your family, and not to go ahead subsidizing because what's going to happen? They have their plumbing fixed and you be bankrupt. So to me, it don't bother me the price that gas go up, if the price of parts and stuff go up. It don't bother me. It's reflected in the price. You know, ain't nothing you can do about it. I was talking to somebody who owns a restaurant. They're complaining. I don't know if I'm gonna be around next year. Why not? The price of bread done went up this that. Let's go up on your prices. It ain't no that ain't you don't go in the hole because the price of bread went up. Your prices gotta reflect that, or you gotta do like I say with the ice cream, and other people doing it too. Not only us, the ice cream mix and prices and stuff went up. So what do we do? The cup looked the same that our normal cup looked the same, but we went to a smaller cup, so you don't get as much in volume. Same thing. You go look at a box of cereal now. The box and all that stuff look the same, but it's smaller. It doesn't have as much in it volume wise. Toilet paper. We were talking about that earlier today in one of the meetings I was in. To cut back on the toilet paper. The toilet paper doesn't have it's not as thick as it used to be. They went down on the thickness of it so they can get more toilet paper and don't have to charge you it and don't have to lose any money on it. And they charge you the same, but it just don't. It's not as thick as it used to be after the pandemic. So you got to do the same thing in your business, and you got to make some adjustments. Either if you're going to keep giving them the same amount and this same stuff, then you're gonna have to go up on the price. If you're gonna keep the price the same, then you're gonna have to cut back on something so you can still make the same margins. Okay. Johnny A. Easy to pay cash for homes, not too easy here. Easy to pay cash for homes, not so easy here. 1.2 million average for a detached home. Where you at? You over in San Fran and stuff like that? If you over in San Francisco, it's gonna. Let me tell y'all this. It's gonna be all relative. It's gonna be all relative to where you live at. If you over in San Francisco, the price of your service calls and all that stuff go. I was just talking to an actual plumber today. He owns a plumbing company and he owns a union plumbing company. We was at dinner lunch today together. He owns a union plumbing company and he has to pay each one of his plumbers $170 per hour. So that's what the union base pay is for a plumber in New York City, $170 per hour. So with that, he owns the company. That's why he has to pay each plumber. So he has to when he put his bid in, he had to put his bid in reflective of that and reflective of the money that he wants to make. So even if the houses cost more in that area, you're building out and bringing in more money for that area. So it all gets to be relative. Down here, a plumber makes about $100 per hour. So it's about all relative. Now the same thing here in Clayton, where I live, the average cost in Raleigh, also the average cost of a house is about 400, maybe about 400,000, starting off right now. I can't go pay 400,000 for a house right now in Clayton, but I go to the outer skirts. I gotta go someplace that needs a little work. It's not going to be the place starting off that you want to be at, but when you start trying to pay cash for something, you love those places. I got to go out to Wilson, I got to go out to Rocky Mount and find me a $35,000, $40,000 house. I got to go out to Selma and find me a $15,000 building, $17,000 building. I pay cash for those, and then I build them up and get equity in them and make them look just as good and make them worth what the other ones are worth. But what happened, you're looking at going to a place that's already established, already been built up, and somebody will put all that work into. No, you're not going to be able to pay cash for those. But you get one, and you go get one that's in an underserved neighborhood that needs to become up, and you build it. And don't buy one, buy two. That's what. Shout out to Abdul and Ron. They told me that. Never go into those places and buy one building. Always buy two, because once you start building up about two of them, it make other people come. If you buy one, they'll starve you out. So stick to the plan. What's up, Mike? How you feel about the completion in places competition in places like New York, New Jersey starting out? I don't think there's no competition pretty much anywhere you go. It's just too many houses and too many appliances. Just think every house gonna have a washer, gonna have a refrigerator, a range in every house. Most houses gonna have a washer and a dryer. You're gonna have a microwave. You're gonna have that in every house. And the way they make them now, they break. They don't last 15, 20 years like your grandparents' washers and dryers. They break now probably 3 weeks after they get in the house. So they need a lot more attention. They're a lot more finicky. And it's not. And the great thing about it is no place people are putting out. You can go to the community colleges now. Just about every place you go, there are community colleges for plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. We don't have anything for appliances, and you got just as many needs for appliance repair as you do all the others. And so it's wide open for us, wide open. So should I get a job or start a business anytime? Always start a business. It's too easy to start a business versus to go get a job. Too easy, just too easy. Okay, what's going on? It said New York and New Jersey sounds like a appliance repair business gold. It is. It is a appliance repair business gold mine. Very, very. You can, you can do. I went out on the ride yesterday, and in less than 3 hours, you hit 5 to 7 stops and complete it. Just think you do 5 or 7 stops, and these were like installs, and they were getting like 200, right at about $200 a pop. So by 12 o'clock, they had made $1,000 and moved on. Mike, for those who are interested in garage door repair, what revision can we look for? I'm gonna redo the videos. Thank the slick for everybody. He tell me I bent over, y'all can see my plumber's crack and stuff. So I'm gonna redo the videos, but there ain't but so much you can do for a garage door because it was a couple of moving parts. So we're gonna redo those. Also, I'm gonna have a weekend where we're gonna actually do the actual garage door at the shop. So we're gonna have a weekend where we actually do the garage door. Uh, oh man, Jorge's consistent cash flow. Hello, I've been following you for a couple of months now, and after watching your videos, they have truly helped me make my final decision about starting my own appliance repair business. I start the 15th. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. You're gonna do very good. Congratulations, man. The best thing you could ever do. Stephen Hollinger, brother Steve, much respect, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Terry the electrician. Appliance repair is a unicorn of the trade. It has its own unique circumstances, and the demand is insane. Yeah, it is. It is. I tell everybody, appliance repair is the horse Gracie of all of the careers. Where back in the days during UFC fighting, when Horse Gracie first came out, we was looking at. I used to look at Action Theater or kung fu theater growing up, where they show all these people doing karate, they jumping through the air, they spinning. You showing people breaking boards and stuff, doing all these high kicks, and all these guys are supposed to look like Greek gods and stuff. And so then they start doing the Ultimate Fighting Challenge (UFC), and so with that, you have this little skinny guy come out there horse racing, and he land on his back, and all of a sudden, these huge muscle bound guys, he's making them tap out, and it just looked too simple what he's doing. Be like, he's not doing anything. He putting them in a choke, or he bending the arm, and these guys are quitting. And it didn't look like what we thought karate and kung fu supposed to look like. And he didn't look like the guy that's supposed to be beating everybody, not no guys 3 and 4 times the size. Well, that's the same thing with appliance repair. Appliance repair looks like that. It doesn't look like a job that will generate a lot of cash. It doesn't look like a job that you can actually build a career off of. But it does, and it would kick just about any career that you have in the butt. And so what happened when we see that, we're thinking that you got to be dressed up in a nice uniform. For not say uniform, I'm talking about suit and tie, or you got to have a bunch of people working for you. You got to have all this investment to get started. For less than $300, you can start your own appliance repair business and go out and start doing repairs. We think you're supposed to go to school for 15, 20 years to learn. Somebody tell you, I can teach you how to read schematics and teach you how to read the service manual, put it in diagnostic mode, how to test all the components. But the appliances don't have a 4 or 5 components. That's the thing that make me laugh when people, you're going to teach me how to repair a dryer. A dryer don't have like 5 components in there. It got a motor, a heater element, a timer, either a control board, thermostats, a switch, and a belt. They got really 6 components in the whole thing. And so I can teach you. I'm going to teach you how to test each one of them. So you only got 6 things to look at. And I don't care what dryer you look at. That's what it's going to have in there. And if it got a control board, it's not going to have thermostats. It's going to have thermistors. So you know how to fix it. And so it's easy to fix. And then the same thing, the same way the same way you test a switch in a dryer, you'll test it in a washing machine, you'll test it in a microwave, you'll test it in a refrigerator. So once you learn how to test switches, it's across the board. Same thing in the oven, the switches, you test it the same way. Same thing once you learn how to test thermistors. You're going to be same thermistors in the oven, same thermistors in the refrigerator. So all that stuff just goes, no matter what appliance you put it in, it all test the same. You're welcome, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Johnny A, do you recommend dryer vent cleaning? I'm getting like 3 to 5 leads a day, but why you keep turning them down? No, no, you take them. You do those dryer vent cleanings. You getting 3 or 5 leads a day. Yeah, you make money on that dryer vent cleaning. Dryer vent cleaning is it. Yeah. Okay, Mr. O, we're in the 2020s now. All the old school appliances are dying out. These new ones they diagnose themselves. You don't even really have to use a multimeter anymore. There you go. Don't be afraid. Get out there and get that money. Yeah, that's what I tell them. The new appliances tell you what's wrong. So yeah, it's something. That's the other thing. Like you just said, now the new appliances, you can put in diagnostic mode. It'll tell you what's wrong. It'll give you an error code to tell you exactly what's wrong with it. Just like the old mechanics, you took your car up there and he took a 9/16 and he started working and adjusting stuff. Now you go to the mechanic, he get on his laptop, plug it in, get the error code and tell you what's wrong. Terry the electrician. Jiu-jitsu ain't no joke if you know it. I saw a video on YouTube the other day where a guy in a street fight broke the other dude's arm, and he was the one on the ground. Yep, no doubt. Plumber payday. Thank you, Mr. Sneed and Mr. Terry. Implement now. Sneed, those leads, send those leads my way. Okay, no doubt. It is now 9 o'clock. I got to get up early in the morning. If you hadn't already, go to appliancebootcamp.com, sign up for the course. And if you're going to need to get financing, like I say, I'll be back in tomorrow, and I have a link coming up on, I hope to have it on Monday. I have the link for the actual financing. if you want to finance it, they'll be able to finance your actual course, and you'll be able to come to the January 20th hands-on live event. Also, be on the lookout for next Friday the 9th. I have the actual the blueprint, the book coming out. It'll be ready for purchase on the 9th. And once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all on Monday. Bye bye.